Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the Quick Finishers Racing League. We are in Lebanon, Tennessee for the Nashville Superspeedway, the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. I am your host, David Hillbilly Hara, and in the booth with me, as always, David Lurfano. David, we're here in Nashville, man. Feeling like a little country music?
Yeah, hey, it is the, birthplace? No, is it? I don't know. Whatever it is. Country music all the way around here in Tennessee. Where we are, Nashville. There we go. Sorry.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's good to be back in Nashville. Like I said, one of my favorite tracks on the circuit. Always puts on a good show. So looking forward to this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Here on this 1.3 mile track, concrete surface around Nashville Superspeedway. It's kind of a smaller track. Race is kind of, they consider it to be a super speedway, to be less than a mile and a half. Really fast speeds around here. Looks like guys are running in the 30-second bracket in practice here. Curtis Auburn being the fastest thus far. A few things to watch out for tonight. We have points leader James Nelson trying to hold on to that points lead here, heading in as we're past halfway in the season, in the regular season, ticking down races, Dave, to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we're only got a handful of races here left for that playoff cutoff. So yeah, a lot of stuff on the line as we head out, finish off the regular season here.
We have beautiful clear skies here in Nashville. This track's going to put on some really good racing as we take a look at the weather conditions. It's 85 degrees Fahrenheit out here with a track temp of 124. It is hot, going to be a little bit slick. The concrete surface, the way that heat is on concrete surfaces and the way the tires react with that concrete surface as far as tire heat, you think we're going to have any issues with tire heat or tire wear here today?
I'm not too sure on that. The concrete surface typically, in my experience, has a little bit more grip even when it's hot. But again, this track is very line sensitive, especially down in 1 and 2. So you're going to see it a lot tonight. Guys kind of miss their mark and they kind of drift up the track. But I think as far as a grip level, I think it'll be okay.
So we have 5 tire sets for these drivers tonight. We're going to break this up into 3 different stages. It's 180 laps. We're going to have the first stage ending at lap 54, with the second stage ending around lap 111, or actually on the end of lap 111. And then we'll run it out to 180 to end this one. These guys have 60% fuel, and they have one fast repair if they get into trouble. But you want to try to hold on to that thing as long as you can, because you don't know if there's going to be a late stage caution that you're going to get caught up in and need to get that car repaired to finish this thing off.
Yeah, absolutely. The one fast repair makes it a little difficult if you find trouble, especially early. So I expect to see maybe some of these drivers near the back half of the field kind of lay back, take it easy, turn some laps, and get closer to the end of this thing and put themselves in a good position.
Yeah, and I'm being told that a tank of fuel here at 60% fuel is going to run them about 40 to 44 laps. So you're talking at best 10 laps short of making stage 1. Stage 2 is going to be 56 laps, 57 laps, but by the time it goes green, you're going to be about the same, about 54. So you're going to have to pit under the green flag conditions, possibly, between these stage breaks, barring any type of caution.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see how the strategy plays out. If they can make it through stage 1 or not, it looks like it's going to be pretty tight. But stage 2 definitely going to have to make a stop, at least for fuel. We'll see 4 tires and fuel. We'll see fuel only. We'll kind of see an array of strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and go down trackside and get our national anthem taken care of, get the pre-race celebrations out of the way so we can get qualifying started here just shortly. We'll be right back with you.
Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem.
All right, back here with you on July 5th, the day after our Independence Day in this great country. Thank you to the United States Navy Band for their rendition of our national anthem. Dave, a lot of fireworks last night. Liable to see some fireworks on track here today at Nashville. Really excited to get this thing going as qualifying is getting started up as we speak.
Yeah, qualifying just getting started underway. Curtis Sovereign, one of the first out on the track, starting his first time lap. Curtis Sovereign, I believe, was the quickest in practice earlier.
We get a look at some of these drivers as they're coming up to speed and making their laps. Tyrone Yo times in with a 31.42. Nelson with a 31.33. Sovereign top of the charts with a 31 flat. Thornton with a 30.88.
Yeah.
Wow.
A good first lap there for Thornton. Also Ryan Steinhoff with a 31.03. Good first lap for them. See if Curtis can pick it up heading on lap 2.
Curtis comes around to take the checker flag for his second lap. Times in at a 31 flat, 31.040. Still stays in the third position. Does pick it up just a bit there on his second lap. Eric Thornton picks up his second lap to a 30.78. 30.96 for Steinhoff. Maintaining their positions thus far. Zulu timing in fourth position. As we have a 20-car field here tonight. It's pretty decent field for the Quick Finishers Racing League. Really, really good turnout. This is going to be a very fun race, I believe. Campbell timing in at a 31.21 with Smokey Robinson 31 flat. Puts him in P5.
Yeah, last week's winner, Chris Essery, not in the field tonight. I think Chris is working on 3 wins or so this season, so he's going to miss this one here at Nashville.
Yeah, and I did see a few provisionals coming through as well. I believe some of these drivers are just unable to make it here tonight, and unfortunately having to take provisionals. That does happen from time to time.
Ben Campbell jumps into that second position with a 30.92, so good lap there for Ben.
Travis Rodriguez on track to post his first lap. Rodriguez jumps to 12th overall with a 31.30 on his first lap out. We've got just a little bit of time left here in qualifying. We've had 16 of the 20 entries take a lap thus far, and you can see them there on your screen, the order in which they've qualified thus far. Travis Rodriguez jumps to third with a 30.96. Good lap for Travis. Really picked up a lot on that second lap. Looks like Jim Hubble, Tommy Osborne, Nathan Christensen, and James Bowden electing not to take a lap here in qualifying. Going to go ahead and just start at the rear of the field, which is their right to do so as qualifying is coming to an end here. We'll give you the
30 seconds left here in qualifying, so
is that where
everyone that's qualified has qualified.
Yeah, strangely enough, Blimp Cam just switched on me there, but that's all right. And no drivers on track, so it's not letting me select a different camera, unfortunately. But once they begin to grid here in the next 15 to 20 seconds, we should be able to pick right back up where we left off.
Yeah, it looks like gridding has started.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. I'm not seeing any cars on track. As they post up here, let's see if I can select away from this camera. I don't know, folks. This is the software we're given, unfortunately. There we are. We're just seeing the cars take the grid now. As we will give you a full field starting rundown here. Pull that up on screen for you. Starting on the inside row in first position, your pole sitter, Eric Thornton. Second place is Benny Campbell. Third, Travis Rodriguez. Ryan Steinhoff will roll off second row outside lane in fourth with Curtis Sauber in fifth. Michael Boone in sixth. Zulu will roll off seventh with Gregory Robinson in eighth. Ninth will be Michael Kerjelak with Kenneth Pack rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, 11th on the grid is going to be Tyler Nelson. 12th goes to Clayton Cyrus. 13th goes to James Nelson. 14th to Rada. 15th will be Tyrone Yo. Rick Evans rolls off in the 16th spot. 17th is James Bowden. 18th, Nathan Christensen. Tommy Osborne in 19th. And rolling out in 20th position will be Jim Hubble.
So the drivers will start this race on the green flag as usual, and just per the Quick Finish Racing League rules, every subsequent restart after a caution flag will start on the leader inside the Geico restart zone. You'll know that by the blue painted Geico sign on the wall. That will, anytime in that area, the driver in first position gets to smash on the loud pedal, and when they do, the race will begin. As we see cars rolling off now, going to take this one lap to go here and get them rolling. Really curious to see here, Dave, which line is going to work best with the track temps that they have here today. And, not a whole lot of rubber laid down on the track. I mean, they do have a little bit from practice and then the qualifying efforts that just happened. But wonder if that top line will come in early or if it's going to take a little while for that to start to pick up a bit. Or will wrapping the bottom be the way?
I think you'll see these guys kind of roll the top, middle, top in turns 3 and 4. I think 1 and 2 is still preferred to be on the bottom, but we'll see how it plays out as they're ready to take the green.
Yeah, pace car is off. Green flag is in hand. It's in the air. This race is underway. As they race down into turn 1. Eric Thornton out to a little bit of a lead over Benny Campbell.
And Travis Rodriguez trying to work that bottom, take over the second position.
Everybody gets away at a good, clean start. Race down the backstretch and into turn 3. Side by side for second place as they exit 4. Still side by side for that second position. Benny Campbell trying to use that outside lane. Hold off Travis Rodriguez. Oh, Travis gets a little loose underneath him. Just to check up and gather it up again, but still moving on in that sexy Pepsi number 79 car.
Yeah, I think Travis is running it a little bit too hard, getting in the corner, washing up the track a little bit. He's going to have to watch that, maybe make some correction here. But Curtis Sovereign quickly looking at the back bumper of the 79 now.
Trying to get underneath is the 54 of Curtis Sauber. Trying to work underneath the 79 of Rodriguez. Rodriguez getting up on that higher line now. He tried the bottom to get around the 27, couldn't make it happen, and has automatically moved himself up to that top line, trying to make some headway up there. And as you can see, the momentum gets him to clear the 54 on exit. Gets a great run on that 27. Now looking to the outside of the 27 is the 79 of Rodriguez.
Yeah, great run out of turn 4 for the 79. See if he can make that work down on 1 and 2 on the high side. Ooh, 27 gets a little loose down there on the bottom. He's going to lose a couple spots here.
Yeah, as he drops back to 4th position, move Rodriguez and Sauber up 1 to 2nd and 3rd. We roll back, check out Zulu back in the 10th position, trying to hold off that charging 75 of James Nelson in the auto serve machine. Clayton Cyrus under fire by Tyler Nelson. Tyler trying to hold on as he's lost a couple positions since the start here. but looking to get that back as he's pressuring the 05 of Cyrus. Kenneth Pack up 4 positions here early on. And that number 16 machine up to 6th spot here as the battle behind him with Michael Kurgelak and Michael Boone continues on. Now it looks like everyone is pretty much in line. I just saw the 3 of Gregory Robinson kind of duck out to go low. You've got the 98 running a little bit higher line there behind him. But your leader is still Eric Thornton, out by a half a second over Travis Juggles Rodriguez here in the early goings. The Redneck Roundup at Nashville.
Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to the number change of Michael Kurgelak. I'm so used to a different number. Being the 19, it's going to take me a little bit here to remember this.
Yeah, Dave, that's what the we just call him by number if we can't remember names.
Yeah, it looks like single file throughout most of the field. Everyone's kind of settled down. Going to run some laps here. Said Eric Thornton not running away with this at the moment. Travis Rodriguez still keeping that within a half a second. Kind of the man on the move right now is Curtis Sovereign, up 2 spots so far, but looks like he's got quite a bit of speed in that 54 right now as he's hounding the 79 of Rodriguez.
Yeah, Dave, and if you recall, back in practice just a little while ago, Curtis Sovereign had the fastest lap time in practice. So definitely a fast forward tonight, or today here in Nashville. So yeah, let's see what he can do with it as the day progresses. Our biggest mover is still Kenneth Pack in that 16. Again, he's up 4 positions from where he started. Started back in 10th. He's now running in the 6th spot. Trying to get a run on this 74 of Steinhoff.
Yeah, he's going to get a run right here off of turn 4 as he ducks to the inside of the 74. Trying to grab the 5th position from Steinhoff.
And it looks like he's able to do it. Yeah. Now up 5 spots. Jim Hubble, who started shotgun to the field last place, is now up 4 spots to 16th. Jim's a long-time racer here in Quick Finishers Racing League as well as an All-American Racing League. He's just been busy in his retirement working a lot, he says. So, not the way I'd spend my retirement, but hey, whatever. To each their own. Now, he does some I believe he's an umpire.
Yeah, I think he's does some maybe AAA stuff, AA stuff for college. I'm not too sure. But yeah, busy man over there sometimes. And nonetheless, good to see Jim Hubble back behind the wheel here.
Absolutely.
Quick Finishers Racing League.
Battle up front is still underway. It looks like Rodriguez is able to close in by about a tenth, knock about a tenth of that lead off that Eric Thornton currently has. And the gap to Curtis Sovereign about the same.
Yeah, that gap from first to second was half a second. Now it's 0.4 of a second. So Rodriguez slowly but surely trying to gain a little bit of ground on it.
Clean and green this far. Lap 13 of 180 here for the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. We are the Sim World Racing Network. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. If you enjoy yourself, be sure and hit that thumbs up button for us. It really helps go a long way here on the YouTubes. Hi, Catalin. It's good to see you as always. One of our very loyal viewers here. Always in the chat. Always here to root on Rada and Zulu, showing support for these drivers. We appreciate it. And support for our channel, obviously. We thank you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting here in stage 1. I think stage 1 is 54 laps, if I'm not mistaken. So not quite going to be able to make it on fuel, I don't believe. The data we had given to us is 40 to 44 laps, so be curious to see when these drivers choose to hit pit road. I would imagine At the I guess it would be open to make it from here all the way to the end. So, be curious to see.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it. You could do it a couple of ways, Dave. You're right. You know, you could choose to come down here early, maybe throw some 4 tires on it. You know, if tires, we're really not sure about the tire wear here, but you know, if tires are a thing, might be an idea. As we see Curtis Sauber, we're trying to work around Travis Rodriguez for that second spot. He's running down now, trying to get around him. He's working to the inside down the backstretch.
Yeah, the 54 able to make that pass on Travis Rodriguez, moved the 54 up to second.
All right.
Well, Curtis Sauber starting to chip away a little bit at that lead. Was 0.8, now down to 0.7, so about a tenth there in the last couple laps.
Yeah, seems to have a good long run car here. You know, 18 laps in at least, carrying some really good speed. He's just a tick faster. I mean, the top 3, you know, running. He's running about a tenth faster than the leader. Kenneth Pack also running faster than the leader. Not this lap, but the lap before. But Curtis Sauber's still a tenth faster in this past lap as well. So this is going to be a battle for the lead here shortly, Dave.
Yeah, we'll see how long those tires can hold up, because he's got it down to about 0.6.
We'll try to get a lap around with Curtis Dale Sauber here a little bit later on. Maybe the end or the stage 2 break, we'll jump on board with him and let him explain to us, you know, what he's feeling, seeing, and whatever inside. We won't ask him what he's smelling because this is a sim. So, yeah, we'll see what he's feeling inside that car here today. This very hot Nashville Superspeedway.
Yeah, good battle kind of going on back here for the 8th, 9th, 10th position. They were battling 2, 3 wide at times. Back here for that position, it looks like they sorted it out a little bit, now back to single file. But a good battle is the 5 of Michael Boone trying to get back to the outside of Zulu in that 98. Can't quite make it happen, though.
Yeah, he seemed to push up right there and lost a lot of the momentum that he had. That high line entry didn't seem to work for him very well. That's about, wow, what a great dive back into the next corner, and just closes right back into the 98.
Yeah, I've been watching the 98 a little bit. He fell back a little bit from his starting position, as he's currently a spot down, but he's kind of rolling a little bit here as we get through, as he looks to the outside of the 3. Gregory Robbins now to try to take away that 7th position.
Yeah, and just ahead of him, we watched the 74 of Steinhoff get on around the 27 to take over the 5th spot. Now the 98 closing in on the 27. The 27 is kind of going the wrong direction here as of late. Really seems to be slowing down rather quickly. May have burnt those tires up early on, and seems to be paying the price now. As the battle for the lead is underway. Oh, no, I take that back. It wasn't as close as what I saw on the timer.
Yeah, Eric Thornton's still enjoying about a 7/8 of a second lead over Curtis Auburn at the moment. Travis Rodriguez is kind of falling back a little bit. He was up there early on, now almost 2 seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, and watching Benny Campbell, he's continuing to fall. He just got passed by the 3 of Robinson, now under fire from the 5 of Boone. Boone looking to his inside, going to try to make that pass here. Boone able to get around him there. Jim Hubble up 7 spots to 13th. Again, started shotgun on the field, but slowly but surely making his way up through this field. Nathan Christensen up 3 spots to 15th. Good battle going on here as he's trying to get around the 85 of Nelson. Number 33 clears him, pulls up in front. Now the 53 is going to try to get to the inside of the 85. Got Rick Evans in the 70s, currently at the back of the field all by himself at the moment. Not in jeopardy of going a lap down yet, so just kind of hold on to it there a little bit, Rick, and maybe get you some fresh tires here under the stage break, lap 54. If you can just hold on to that lead lap for that amount of time. We do have the Lucky Dog Award that gets awarded to the driver that's the first driver 1 lap down when the caution flag does fly. So you don't want to have to be that person. But, you know, in worst case scenario, that could work out for you as well. But I think he'll be just fine. Eric Thornton is your leader by 1.5 seconds. Pulled out a bit over Sauber now. Make that 1.6. Really starting to click off some faster laps. I mean, there for a while, Sauber was a 10th quicker than our leader. Now he's rolling some 0.3 slower. So maybe burnt his stuff up a little bit trying to chase down this 88 and close that gap.
Yeah, it's quite a battle going on back here for the 15th position. They're all kind of bottled up here side by side.
James Nelson's on pit road. First driver down. This is going to open that pit window up. Looks like he's cutting the stage in half. Maybe a little over halfway in this run. Michael Boone. It's all jumbling around there. I thought maybe something was happening, but we see the 1 of Tommy Osborne trying to get around James Bowden.
James Nelson is taking, looks like 4 tires for the 75.
Eric Thornton, what the heck is going on? That was so strange. Seeing the drivers jumble around there a bit on my scoring data. We have racing all over this track. I mean, it's a racetrack, right, Dave?
Yeah, so far no one else has decided to come pit road besides James Nelson. Like I said, that was a 4-tire stop for James Nelson, so we'll see how that works out here. So we're working lap 30 of, I believe it's 54 for stage 1.
You see Zulu now up to the 6th spot, starting to make his climb through the field. You know, we talked about it a little bit earlier as he was making some passes there. Michael Boone is in. See if Michael decides to take tires here. I imagine coming in, you know, so early, some 23 laps before the caution, I imagine they're going to go ahead and take tires here, you know, as the 75 did. But just want to see if the right sides go up on this machine. Right sides are up.
They do.
Taking tires for the 5. Your leader, Eric Thornton, stretching his legs a little bit, out 2.2 seconds over the 54 Sauber. The 16 to pack. Juggles drops to 4th position, and then number 79 with Ryan Steinhoff 5th. This is the SimWorld Racing Network Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Hope you're having a blast. We're having a blast calling it and watching some really, really good racing on track. That 79 is trying to get back to the back of the 16, reclaim that 3rd position. '79 looks low, 16 running the high line, that 3rd groove way up against the wall. Jim Hubble is coming down pit road, gets service on that number 51 machine. We documented his moves through the field from last position, moved up quite a bit, I believe up to like the 13th spot there before coming down pit road. Kenneth Pack is in. Gregory Robinson is in. Starting to see a whole lot of
Curious to see what Pack does. Pack tends to save a set of tires. Let's see if he does that right here and takes a splash of fuel.
Wait, here's the thing, Dave. James Nelson, who pitted earlier, first to pit, was running 30.84 on his last lap. Our leader ran a 31.66. So these guys got to come in and get these tires.
Kenneth
now.
missed his box, and tires, right sides are up, so he's taking 4 tires along with the 3.
Yeah, you've got to get tires here, but I don't think you can. If you're the leader, I don't think you can stay out.
27 missed his box by a mile, had to back up, put 4 tires on that as well.
Rada is in.
Steinhoff. 70 is in, or he's off track. Evans.
Last thing these guys want to see that have pitted is a caution. Definitely do not want to see a caution yet.
I think Rick Evans took the access road and kind of overshot it. Had to come out through the grass back on the track, but he's back on pit road. So
that's unfortunate for Evans. Tyrone Yo in his box. Tommy Osborne coming down pit road. Gets service. Zulu is in. How long can these leaders stay out, Dave? Do they stay out? I mean, they're going to lose a lot of time on track. As I documented, the first to pit road was James Nelson. He's running a 31.07 on his last lap, which is half a second quicker than our leader, Eric Thornton. You're going to make up a lot of time as the laps tick off here.
Yeah, James Nelson right now running behind Kenneth Pack. Kenneth Pack just came out of pit road with fresh tires, kind of pulling away. But you're right there. Eric Thornton right now with Curtis and Steinhoff, they're losing a bunch of time to these guys on fresh tires. We'll see how this shakes out once the leaders do hit pit road.
Yep, this could shake up the running order coming to the stage break where points will be awarded for the top 10 drivers. And with a larger field like this, there's no guarantee you're going to get those points. Those points are going to be very, very important, as we're getting closer and closer to the cutoff for the playoffs.
Yeah, just for comparison, James Nelson just ran a 31 flat compared to Eric Thornton's 31.6, so about 0.6 of a second. Curtis Auburn's now on pit road.
Now this is what's gonna force Thornton to come down, as the guy in second place pits. Now the 27 is making his way around the 88 to get his lap back. Now you got the 2 of Tyrone Yo gonna come by the leader here to get his lap back. But how long will the 88 stay out? This is going to be very, very costly. Even one lap's going to cost him quite a bit, as it looks like he's coming to pit road now. He decided once he saw Curtis hit pit lane, he's got to get down here. So 88 hits pit road.
Yeah, 88's on pit road. Let's see where Kenneth Pack cycles through. Kenneth Pack is coming across the line, or out of turn, I guess that's 4. Now.
Yeah, Zulu's going to be the driver that's in the catbird seat right now. I mean, he's the first. Let's see. Of the drivers that have pitted, Curtis Sauber was only on pit lane for 8 seconds. Did he not take tires? Did he do fuel only?
I see Eric Thornton. He's got the right sides up, so he's going to take 4 tires here.
Sauburn's last lap, well, that was a 43. Wait a minute. I don't know why that's showing that, but I have a 57.54 for his last lap. That can't be accurate. Unless maybe that was his off pit lane. Okay, so we'll just have to see once he makes a full lap here. But his pit stop was only 8.37 seconds. And he is getting passed by the 70 on fresher tires. So, yeah, no tires taken for Sauber. Travis Rodriguez is coming off pit road after getting his service done.
I think this is going to work. This is going to work out all right for Thornton. He came out ahead of Zulu, Michael Boone, Kenneth Pack, and James Nelson. So I think that'll work out just fine for him.
Yeah, this is going to relinquish the lead to Curtis Sauber for now. Unfortunately for Sauber, he's not that far ahead of Thornton. He's only 1.4 seconds, 1.3 seconds, and it's just that time is coming down. The 88 is running down this 54 with about 12 laps to go before the stage break. Clayton Cyrus is in. Your leader is in. James Bowden is now the leader of the race in the number 53. Tyler Nelson currently in second, still yet to come down and get his pit stop done. These guys may be just doing fuel only as well, take a few seconds of fuel and try to get back out to at this point, you kind of made your bed. But here's the battle. What we believe is going to be the battle for first place is Eric Thornton has run down the 54. Was over a second and a half back. Has claimed that time. So he's going to easily get around the 54. The 88's on fresh tires. Passes him like he's sitting still. James Bowden and Tyler Nelson now on pit road. That's going to relinquish the lead to Eric Thornton. Zulu will have moved up into the third position after this pit cycle is completed. So great benefit there for Zulu on this pit cycle for sure. Now he had 10-second pit stop, may have done just 2 tires. I know you mentioned, I believe, did he slide through his box as well, or was that...
I didn't see Zulu's pit stop, but yeah, 10 seconds I would tend to think it was right size only as he's looking to the inside of the 54 for a second.
Yeah, the 2 tires definitely going to be better than no tires here, as we can see him easily get around the 54 to take over that second position. But your leader is Eric Thornton, out by 1.8 seconds over Zulu in second, Curtis Sauber in third, Ryan Steinhoff in fourth, and Kenneth Pack rounds out your top 5 after the pit cycle is completed now. Unfortunately for the 70 of Rick Evans, the leader is on his back bumper and is going to make that pass pretty easily. As we did mention that we saw some problems with his pit entry as he hit the access road, slid up into the grass, had to come back on the track to get down to pit lane. So he is going a lap down here early on in the first stage. Travis Rodriguez losing a bunch of spots here, down to the 10th position now after the pit cycle. Definitely not what Juggles wanted to see here in the first stages. Oh, as he comes up and smacks the wall. That car not handling to his liking. Now, Travis Rodriguez only had a 9-second pit stop. I imagine, again, that was probably fuel only. Not sure that's the right call here, Dave, as we're seeing the guys who only took fuel really struggling. As we see Curtis Sauber lose another spot. Pitted from second, is now in 5th. He took the lead due to the pit cycle. However, has quickly lost all of that real estate due to not taking tires.
Yeah, and I think, a lot of tracks, that's the right call, right? To just maybe save a set for later in the race. But the way this race is shaping up, it looks like it's going to stay green here for a while. So you might end up with a set of tires you don't have to use.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, it's all great if a caution comes out for incident later on. You almost have to have a couple of them so that you're on a tire advantage. It's comfortable to have those in your pocket, but I don't think we're going to see the same thing out of these guys in the second stage.
Yeah, I don't see cars handling too poorly where they're kind of slipping and sliding. I think seems to be quite a bit of grip out there tonight, so we'll see how it unfolds, but so far clean and green.
As Barney hasn't had a whole lot of work to do, he started this race with that green flag in hand and really hasn't done nothing but been a fan and a spectator since then, so that's good. He will be throwing a caution here in about 4 laps, so get ready, Barney. You're getting ready to go back to work, buddy. Time to get this show on the road.
Yeah, Eric Thornton now going around the 53 of James Bowden to put him down a lap.
Yeah, and that really impacts that 70. So if you're the 70, you've got to get up there and catch this 53. And you got to do it in a hurry because you only got 3 laps before that caution comes out. And the first car on the lead, or 1 lap down, would be the 53 at the moment. Travis Rodriguez still holding on to that 10th position. I was seeing him drop down my chart there, but it's just kind of an anomaly with the software today. I'm having a little bit of trouble with that, the way it's circulating this track, but that's okay. Kenneth Pack is currently up to the 3rd spot, moving up a couple of spots since his pit stop.
Now the 88 puts a lap on the 19 of Michael Kerjelak. Actually, I'm showing Rick Evans is down 2 laps in this race, so
okay.
not too sure where that all happened, but he has currently scored his 2 laps down.
Okay, Michael Kerjelak being the first car 1 lap down. Not used to seeing Michael run in the back here. Just struggling with this track here today, or maybe with the pit cycle. Now, I do see that he either didn't take tires or only took 2. I believed he was just fuel only, and he and Juggles both, or shoot, he and a lot of drivers actually, but the guys who took 4 tires are really benefiting from all this.
Yeah, without a doubt, like you said, Curtis Sovereign, came in second, is now running 6. I think it'll work out for him. He won't fall down too far, but we're on 1 to go here in stage 1.
Yeah, final lap of the stage as the 88's coming down the backstretch. Going to try to get a stage win here and take those stage points with him into the playoffs. It's a valuable point that he'll get to take with him, plus 10 points for finishing in first here that will carry him through the regular season. As we come to the start-finish line, your winner of stage 1 is the 88 of Eric Thornton. Zulu, 3 seconds back in second position. Will cross the line, hold on to second.
And there is the yellow that signifies the end of stage number 1.
So your top 10 at the end of stage 1, Eric Thornton, Zoltan Nagy Zulu, Kenneth Pack, Michael Boone in 4th, Gregory Robinson 5th, Rada in 6th, 7th is Curtis Saubern, 8th is Ryan Steinhoff, 9th James Nelson, and your final point of the stage will go to Travis Juggles Rodriguez. Jim Hubble rebounding to 11th. That was a good first stage for Jim Hubble, up 9 positions from starting shotgun on the field. We're going to see these drivers come down. I imagine everybody's taking 4 tires, Dave. I can't see anyone trying to stay out or not take tires, especially these guys. I mean, these guys, they only took fuel. There's no way they can't take tires here. But I even if I'm the leader, I'm burning that set of tires.
Yeah, I think you have to right here. Take that. Another set, 4 tires and fuel for everybody.
Here they are, peeling off down pit lane. 88 getting everything he could out of that first scoring loop there on pit lane. Trying not to speed. You definitely do not want to speed. We get a pretty good view of the cars coming down and into their boxes here. Right side's up on the 88. Leader's going to take tires. Looks like I'm seeing every car on pit road going up, getting those right sides, getting those left sides, and pulling away as we see the battle off pit road. It's going to be the 88, followed by the 89, or excuse me, the 98, and then the 16 of Kenneth Pack, Michael Boone 4th, Gregory Robinson 5th. Basically coming off pit road the way they went in. Rada up to 7th, I believe. Showing him scored 7th currently. Very fun first stage, Dave. Very clean racing, good racing all around the track. These guys really putting on a show here at the Quick Finishers Racing League. If you at home are watching this and you want to know about iRacing or how to get involved, or maybe you're already involved in iRacing and you want to learn about how to join the Quick Finishers Racing League, reach out on Facebook.com/QFRL. Just message these guys. The admins are awesome in this league. So it's a lot of fun to race with these guys. You can learn a lot. They're pretty open-minded about, your skill levels and how all that works out. So just give them a shout there on Facebook.com/QFRL, and they can let you know all the details you need to get involved in iRacing. Or if you're just simply wanting to put your small business or your large business on one of these cars or sponsor a race, get a hold of them. Facebook.com/QFRL. believe the lucky dog will go to Michael Kurgelak in the 19. Should be able to come around and get his lap back. I don't think Tommy Osborne's down a lap, so I believe the 19 of Michael Kurgelak will come around and get his lap back here. Of course, I thought I just saw him coming off pit road, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I figured the lucky dog would have been handed out earlier, so I'm not too sure what's going on. Looks like they're probably coming to one to go, so.
That's kind of strange. I thought he was going to get it.
Yeah, lights are out on the pace car, so it looks like no lucky dog this time around for whatever reason.
Not sure about that. If iRacing was having an issue, or maybe the admins forgot to turn on the wave or the lucky dogs. I'm confused on that one, Dave.
Well, it looks like Kurgelak did pit on lap 56, which is the same lap as the.
Oh no! So
possibly made a mistake there,
Yes.
not getting the lucky dog because he was on pit road.
Yeah, if he pitted with the leaders, and he did, you're right. That's going to cost him. That's going to keep him from getting that lap back. Because, the way it works is you get the lucky dog, you get waved around the pace car, then you can come in and pit, and you would start at the tail end of the longest line, and that's not what happened here. So a mistake, costly mistake for the 19 of Kurgelak. Uncharacteristic mistake. As the pace car is off, control car will be the 88 inside that Geico restart zone. We're in the zone now, and he fires off about midway through the zone. Gets a good jump out over 98 and 16. Gonna get away just a little bit there. 16 to Pack, gonna follow him through. Takes over that second position.
Yeah, great restart for Kenneth Pack, able to take over P2. Here comes Zulu, it looks like, diving it in there, trying to get that position back.
Yeah, you're going to watch Pack here. Very smart race car driver. We've talked about it. Always seems to have a great car on the long run because he takes care of his stuff early. So I don't see him pressuring the leader too much. But here's the thing. When it comes to the 88 of Thornton, as we've been watching week in and week out, you can't let him get too far away from you because he's able to maintain speed over a long run and still be just as fast. His tire wear, he's really, really consistent on the wheel, and doesn't seem to overheat those tires too much, but still carrying a lot of speed. So
I like to say Thornton does a lot of things right, for sure.
Yeah. But Kenneth Pack in second, he's no slouch either. And like I say, he's got a good long run car. Typically, we'll see how he's able to maintain. But again, he can't let the leader get out to some 2 seconds and then have to chase him down, because with Thornton being the leader, that's going to be a hard to overcome.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look back. Something happened with Tyler Nelson. He's missing the front bumper on his car. Not too sure what happened. I'm trying to go back here and take a look at it.
Ooh, the 98 dive into the inside of the 16. Aggressive move to get down to the inside of the 16.
Yeah, sorry. It looks like Tyler Nelson got loose off of turn 4, overcorrected, and clipped the 70 as well. So, damaged race cars there.
Yeah, it looks like Rick Evans has brought his car back down pit lane, maybe to get that damage corrected, as we see the battle for second still underway. 98 to the inside of the 16. Going to complete that pass here coming into turn 3.
Yeah, I think Kenneth Pack right there says, "You're faster right now. Go ahead, and I'll see you later."
Battle for fourth right here with the 3 of Robinson and the 79 of Rodriguez. Give the position. No, I can't give it to the 3 quite yet, as the 79 charges back on that second lane. Oh, scrapes the wall a little bit, does the 79. He's gonna knock the sexy out of sexy there if he's not careful.
Yeah, Rodriguez kind of trying to rebound there from the later run in stage one where he lost quite a few positions there, just burning his tires off, and I believe so trying to get back up to the front.
Well, he got a good side draft there in mid-corner of the 3 and was able to really rocket ship off the corner. Now the 54 saw that happen. He's going to try that himself in that middle to high lane. Can't quite get it done as they head down the backstretch. Head off into 3. 54 still stays on the high side. Going to get to the rear quarter of the 3. Can't quite get there. You got to get your nose right up alongside them on entry to kind of keep them on that bottom. And that's exactly what Rodriguez did. And they used the side draft. I want to say side draft through there. This is a super speedway. So to really rocket ship off the corner and had the preferred lane off the corner.
Yeah, the 54 gets a good run here off of turn number 2. See if he tries to peek to the inside. He's going to get to the inside of Gregory Robinson. But the momentum on the high side is allowing Robinson to kind of get a little bit of a run here off of 4.
54 out by a nose at the start-finish line as they head off down into 1. 54 will have the preferred lane on entry, but the 3 should carry a lot of momentum there on that higher line. 54 able to slide on up and take that position away. Move Curtis Sovereign to 5th. Eric Thornton still holding about a half a second lead over Zulu, followed by Kenneth Pack, Travis Rodriguez, and Curtis Sovereign, your top 5.
Yeah, and we saw this out of Thornton in stage number 1. For the first 15, 20 laps, it was about a half a second lead before he really started to stretch it out as the drivers behind him kind of wore his stuff out. So we'll see if it's kind of similar here as we work, almost not quite midway through stage number 2.
Tyrone Yo in the 16th position, rocking his Battlefield Harley Davidson paint scheme. You can check out Tyrone Yo. Just look him up on Facebook there. It's Tyrone Yo, Y-O-H-E. And if you're interested in getting your iRacing car painted up, Ty's Paints can take care of you. So just get a hold of him there on Facebook. It's a battle mounting here between the 33 and the 89. Seeing them battling side by side a little bit. 2 very aggressive drivers. It's always fun watching aggressive drivers race each other, as they'll put the cars in places that seem to be uncomfortable for most and still make it stick and make it happen. A good little battle here for that 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th.
Yeah, good run off of 4 for Rada, and the 89 looking to the bottom of Clayton Cyrus.
Yep, going to take over that 11th position. The 33 now trying to follow him through. Take a look here real quick, see what the track conditions are doing here, as we're getting a little bit more time on this here. 87 degrees out there, 109 degree track temperature, so it's actually cooled down just a bit, I believe, from where we started this race. Again, concrete surfaces are quite a bit different in how the tire reacts to heat, to wear, and all that, but we do know, as we saw in the first stage, that these cars tend to slow down over 15, 20, 25 laps, and the fresher tires tend to prevail. And as we restarted, Dave, around lap 56, 57, we could see, they're in window right now to be able to pit and make it to the end of the stage break at lap 111. So curious to see who decides to come down first. We do know that the 75 of Nelson was the first down earlier, and he is currently running in the 9th position. And it looks like his tires may be causing him a little bit of speed here right now. I saw him push up as soon as I went to him there on camera.
Yeah, Eric Thornton still maintaining about a half a second lead over Zulu.
And I'm also noticing, Dave, his last lap, he and Zulu were running exact lap times, but lap before that, he was about a 10th quicker still yet. There's still these drivers, 20 laps into this run on this set of tires are still only about 4/10 off of their best laps of the day. So really not lost a whole lot of speed yet. But I believe when the fall off comes pretty quick. As we saw this last time by, Zulu ran just a tick faster, almost a tenth faster than Eric Thornton.
Yeah, and this is playing out, like I said, almost identical to stage number 1, where second place was able to close in on Thornton a little bit, and then he's just started to kind of pull away again. So we'll see if this kind of repeats itself here in stage number 2.
You're watching the SimWorld Racing Network. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series, the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. Thank you for joining us. If you're enjoying yourself, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. If you'd like to let us know who you think's going to win this race, be sure and let us know in the chat. Catalin says she has 2 sons in the race, so she can't really choose which one she wants to win. So both of them, Catalin. That's the best. Both or either.
Yeah, the best we can hope for is the Zulu and Rana finish 1-2 for you, Catalin.
Absolutely.
I know it's very early or late in the morning, however you want to look at it, over in Hungary, so we appreciate you staying up and watching this race with us.
It's a very, very dedicated mama there, because she is here each and every week supporting her sons and their driving experience here with the Quick Finishers Racing League. We do appreciate it. I know they appreciate it, and we like talking to them when they get up here in the booth. When they finish in that top 3. So it'd be all right to talk to both of them, wouldn't it?
But yeah, here it is. Eric Thornton slowly starting to stretch that lead out again, just like in stage 1, up to almost a second lead now over Zulu.
Tyrone Yo was trying to work to the inside of the 53. 53 is a lap down in 18th. Ty is on the lead lap in 15th, trying to get on around him there. Keep moving away because Tyrone's under fire by the 1 of Tommy Osborne. Battle back here for the 10th position as Rada has made his way to the inside of that 75, going to take away P10, or at least give it a good shot there. 75 fighting back in that 3rd lane. Jim Hubble sitting back here watching the whole thing go down as the 89 does clear the 75. Move the 89 into P9. James Nelson will fall back to 10th. Under fire from Jim Hubble, who's in 11th. Now the 27 of Campbell up here getting ready to... He's starting to feel the pressure from Rada in the 89.
Our first driver to pit road is going to be the 05 of Clayton Cyrus.
Clayton Cyrus comes down pit road to get his vehicle serviced by his pit crew. Gets cleanly into his box there. Looks like right sides are up. Going to get some fresh tires on that car. As the 16 of Pack has gotten around the 98. Now the 79 looking to the inside of the 98. Try to take away the 3rd position.
Yeah, we saw Zulu running really hard when he was up behind Eric Thornton. I think that's kind of hurting him a little bit in the tires, at least in the tire fall off, as you see him kind of now start to slip a little bit through the field.
Yep, going down and using every bit of that apron to try to keep the hold off the 79. Back to the inside. Now they're 3 wide as the 54 gets into the side of the 98 just a little bit. Woo. Close call, close call, close call.
Yeah, Rada trying to keep that momentum, trying not to lose the position.
Zulu. Yeah, that was Zulu.
Yeah,
there.
sorry, Zulu. Just left a little bit too big of a lane there for the 54 to I could kind of take advantage of it. But,
And that's the thing, right? You see a lane open, and sometimes by the time you get there, it's not quite as open as it was when you first had the idea to get to go in the inside. And I think that's kind of what we saw there as the 54 got in there and kind of got into the door just a little bit. But no harm, no foul. Both drivers able to continue on. Nobody getting out of shape too badly there.
That's going to drop Zulu all the way back to 7th. So quickly sliding through the field.
33, something happened with the 33. He got around Benny Campbell, and then Benny Campbell just comes flying back around on the outside. Not sure if he got loose or what exactly happened on Nathan Christensen's vehicle there, as the 75 is on his way to pit road. Again, one of the earlier pit stops happening in the first stage. He's coming down now. Get the service done on that 75 AutoServe machine. AutoServe, check them out if you're in the Charlestown, West Virginia area. You can get your service done at AutoServe. Best in the business right there in Charlestown, West Virginia. 75 cleanly in his box. Right sides are up. He'll get 4 tires and be on his way. Eric Thornton catching up to the back of the 05 here, or maybe the 05 just got his lap back on those fresh tires, I believe. Nathan Christensen on pit road. So last time by, Eric Thornton ran a 31-31, and Kenneth Pack ran a 31-31. So your top 2 drivers running identical speeds and the fastest laps on the track at the moment. Now this time by, it looks like Eric Thornton was about a half second quicker. So Dave, I mean, what do you do if you're Kenneth Pack? Do you try to short pit Thornton? I mean, obviously Thornton's going to watch what you're doing, but do you try to come in and get those tires on, because they really do mean about a at least 3/4 of a second right now?
Yeah, I think if you're Kenneth Pack right now, you're kind of locked in that second position. I think it's worth a gamble to come early here and try to get a few laps, maybe before the 88 chooses to pit. So try to make up a little bit of ground.
As we see Robinson on pit road to get his service. Yeah, Pack's lost. He's down to 2 seconds now as the gap between the front 2. I'd do it sooner rather than later, I think. You're coming to 21 laps to go right now in the stage. Halfway in the race, mind you. This will mark halfway in the race here in the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. 180 here from Nashville Superspeedway.
All right, Kenneth Pack just said he is pitting this time by, but Eric Thornton comes as well.
That's sometimes the downfall of communicating your pit strategy, right?
We got a bunch of them down too. We get Curtis Auburn, Ryan Steinhoff. They're all in. Zulu and Rada both came down, I believe.
They did. They've already pitted and got their service completed. Travis Rodriguez still on track. Jim Hubble still on track. Michael Boone, Benny Campbell, Tommy Osborne, all still out on track. Not sure how long they want to stay out there, but they're out there currently. As Rodriguez is now coming down pit road from the lead.
Yeah, so it looks like that gap's going to stay about the same between Thornton and Kenneth Pack.
Benny Campbell is your leader, yet to come to pit road here. Last down on lap 56, which was the stage break prior to this one. Rodriguez getting his service done, pulling off pit road now. Michael Boone is down pit road. Let's see where Thornton's going to shake out in this. I believe he's going to come out as our leader.
Yeah, I'm looking at everything.
Maybe not.
Like
Zulu made
Zulu had a 10-second stop, so that might have been fuel or right side tires. Again, I believe he took right sides on that first stop.
Yeah, when this thing cycles through, Zulu's going to be the leader if he can stay out in front of the 88 here. The problem is the 88's going to be coming on 4 fresh tires here. Last time by, they both ran a 30.55. Exact lap times. Which, I mean, that's just as fast. I mean, their fastest times were 30.44 for Zulu, so he's only a tenth off his fastest time. If he took 2 tires again, he is really making the best out of those. He just ran a 30.41. He was a tenth quicker than Thornton. Set his best lap on this last lap by. New leader, Zulu.
Yeah, very interesting with the stop. I gotta assume he took right sides only.
Yeah, I mean, and that netted him quite a bit of a gain. Oddly enough, the pit lane time doesn't look right on that one, though, Dave. There's no way it was 20 seconds faster than Eric Thornton's pit time.
I'm seeing about a 5-second difference.
Oh, are you? Okay, I'm seeing 27.42 for his pit lane time, so...
Yeah, which that makes sense. With a 10-second stop compared to a 15-second stop. So it's about 5 seconds there.
Okay. Yeah, it just, for whatever reason on my scoring, it just scored it differently.
Zulu's still running faster times than the leader, like just a little bit.
Yeah, set his best lap again, that last lap at a 30.36. That's pretty impressive. And the fastest lap of the race, mind you. So just set the fastest lap of the race for that 98 pink and black Toyota of Zulu.
I may have to go back and see what he did on his pit stop.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what he did, because he's still, I mean, to crank off his fastest laps of the day, if he's doing that with only a 2-tire stop, it really made the balance great on that car, and he's found something here. Oh no, Zulu had him. No, he didn't. It's again, the scoring time is acting funky. Seeing things that aren't really happening here. He has a pretty good gap now, 1.2 seconds over Eric Thornton. Really kind of stretching it out. Consistently a couple of tenths faster than the 88. That clean air is really working well for the 98 here this year.
All right, so my assumptions were right. He took right sides only on that pit stop.
Well, it has really helped. That along with the fresh air, Dave, he is still a tenth faster the last time by than Eric Thornton, kind of holding it at about 1.3 seconds over the 88 with just 11 laps to go in this stage.
Yeah, we'll see how long those right side tires hold up here for the 98. If they do, Zulu kind of may have found something here.
Absolutely. We've seen we've seen Eric Thornton be really fast. I mean, the whole first stage just, half a tenth, and then just for a long time, and then just started stretching his legs and pulling away from these guys, and then started to do the same thing here in stage 2. But with this great decision by Zulu to take right sides only is still paying off, as he's still just a tick faster than Eric Thornton last time by.
Yeah. And if any drivers are watching this at home, we apologize, Zulu, for giving away your secret. But Zulu has definitely found something here as he continues to kind of be a little bit quicker than Eric Thornton.
Yeah, Dave. I mean, we've got to call it the way it is, right? Can't really hold back on and let the folks at home know exactly what we're seeing with the data. But, yeah, giving away his secrets, probably not real happy about that, but got to call it. As Eric Thornton shaved off about 3 tenths, now just a second behind this 98 Toyota.
If he continues to shave the time off, it's going to be close here because we just got a handful of laps to go, about 6 or 7 laps here. So we'll see what Thornton can do this next time by.
Yeah, I got a battle shaping up here for the 4th position as the 74 of Steinhoff is running down the 79. Starting to apply a little bit of pressure. As Benny Campbell has... Nope. That was another shuffling of things as they pass pit road with their lap car there. Jim Hubble working on the back of this number 3 of Gregory Robinson. Robinson to the back of the 70. 70 goes up, smacks the wall.
Oh, no.
Stays green.
I believe the 70 had just announced he was pitting, but like there was a lot of traffic around.
He made it on down pit road. But yeah, he smacked the wall and then brought it on down. Zulu still out to about 3/4 of a second. 0.7 of a second over the 88 of Thornton with 5 laps left here in the stage. Can he hold on for a stage win here in the Redneck Roundup at Nashville? On 2 tires, it's impressive what he's been able to do there. I mean, he's a couple tenths slower than Eric Thornton right now per lap, or at least on the last lap by, as Thornton has shaved it down to 0.6 of a second in the closing laps of the stage. It's one thing to catch a guy, it's another to pass him. I mean, they talk about week in and week out about dirty air, and here in the sim, dirty air does play into effect, meaning that when you get behind another car, you lose all that downforce that you were getting in clean air. And it can cause your car to really get kind of tight and push up the track on entry to a corner and cost you valuable track time, lap time.
Yeah, this is going to be about the longest 3 laps here for Zulu, trying to hold off Eric Thornton here to grab the stage win and the playoff point. Zulu doing a good job at the moment, still maintaining about a 0.4 of a second gap now over Thornton.
Talked about Jim Hubble moving through the field. Jim Hubble is up 12 spots right now to P8 in that number 51 machine. Jim, again, we mentioned, hasn't been able to race a whole lot this season, but he's coming out and really putting it together as Eric Thornton was able... Oh, nope. It looked like it on my scoring again. Still running about 0.3 of a second behind Zulu with 2 laps left here. It's within 3 car lengths of our leader.
Yeah, this time by, it's going to be 2 to go in stage number 2.
Just a reminder for us and a reminder at home, we're going to get on board with Curtis Dale Sauburn here for the restart of the final stage. Let him tell us what's going on inside that car and kind of get his thoughts on how this race is progressing thus far. Get a ride around with him.
Are we going to remember this week?
I am trying to remind us now, Dave. Zulu still holding on to that lead by about 2.5 car lengths over the 88 of Thornton. Thornton closing in. So we're winding down. Going to be coming to 1 lap to go in the stage. The 88 bears right down on him, about 1.5 cars now. You're mirror driving if you're in that 98 car right now. You're just trying to keep the air off the nose of that 88 as best you can. 88's going to run a little bit higher line here to put some air on the nose. 70's going to be a bit of a problem.
The 70's on fresh tires trying to get a lap
this
back.
This is going to slow down the 88 a bit as he's going to have to deal with the lap car of Evans. Evans holding to the inside there just a bit. 98 with 1 lap to go. The 88's probably not happy about that move, but hey, this 70 wants to get back on get this lap back.
He's working at it, just not quite enough to get back to the line as the caution should come out here. There it is.
Your stage winner in the number 98 Toyota Zulu. Oh, slowed down a little bit much, Zulu. Eric Thornton second. Kenneth Pack third. Travis Rodriguez 4th, Curtis Sauber 5th, Ryan Steinhoff 6th, James Nelson 7th, Jim Hubble 8th, 9th is Gregory Robinson, with Michael Boone getting the final point of the stage in 10th. We have come to the conclusion of stage 2. We have one more stage left, folks. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Buckle up your seatbelts. Oh, the 88 shows his displeasure with the 70 by giving him a shot down the front stretch there. Letting him know he was not happy about that move at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough position to be in, but the 70 obviously sees a shot to try to get a lap back. He's got to try to go for it. Don't blame him there too much. It's just a tough position to be in at that particular part in stage 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's got to go for it. Oh, as the 19 gets his lap back, he almost got hit by the 70. But that'll put Michael Kerjelak back on the lead lap, as we should see all these drivers hit pit road for 4 tires. I believe the 98 is going to take 4 tires this time. You can't stay out there any longer on those right side tires. As everyone comes down pit road. To the attention of their pit crews. See if anybody slides through their box here, if we can catch it. Looks pretty clean so far. Yeah, it looks good for everybody. Now, that first pit box may be beneficial for the 88 here. It's going to be hard for Zulu to hold on to that lead as the 16 is off.
Oh, Zulu's still in his pit box.
Yeah, I'm not sure why his
what
stop
happened.
was so slow, but lost a lot of positions there. It's showing Eric Thornton may have gotten off pit road first, but I'm showing Michael Kerjelak as the leader, but he just got a lap back, so I don't know how that would be.
Yeah, Zulu with a 17-second stop, where the leaders, everyone else was in the 14-second bracket. So something went awry there. 98.
Yeah, he didn't slide through his box, so I'm not really sure what slowed it down, unless maybe it was just not really.
So I think what I saw from Zulu is he stopped really late in his box, right? He was almost slid through it, so I think
it made him
that
back
may have
up.
been the difference. Yeah, he didn't have to back up, but the pit crew takes him a little bit longer to get over and move to change those tires. So
yeah, having to work around the front of the car. Yeah. But Eric Thornton is your leader with Travis Rodriguez in second. Third will be Kenneth Pack with 4th, Ryan Steinhoff. James Nelson is 5th, Curtis Sauber 6th. Zulu drops back from 1st to 7th. Jim Hubble holds on to 8th position with Gregory Robinson in 9th and Michael Boone in 10th. 11th belongs to Nathan Christensen with Benny Campbell in 12th. Tommy Osborne is in 13th. Rada running 14th. Tyrone Yo in 15th. 16th is Michael Kerjelak, just getting his lap back, with Clayton Cyrus in 17th. 18th is James Bowden. Rick Evans is in 19th. And 20th and final position is Tyler Nelson.
yeah, it looks like Clayton Cyrus here is going to stay out to get the wave around and get at least one lap back. I'm not sure how many laps down he is.
I mean, you got to try that, I guess, but it's not going to help him be really fast. He's going to need a really quick caution, or maybe running. How many laps we got left here, Dave? Doing some quick math. We've got 75.
75.
No. We're wrong. 65 laps.
Yeah.
So 60,
yeah, Clayton
65.
Clayton was last on pit road at lap 81. So a little bit older tires. He's kind of banking on maybe something happening here.
Yeah, because if not, he has to run 20.
Caution.
He'd have to run 25 laps or so to get in his fuel window, to be able to come in, under green flag conditions. And we haven't seen any incidents. Knock on wood. Don't want to do that broadcaster curse thing, but we've got them stacking up 2 by 2 by 2. We're gonna get this thing started here once again. Can we get Curtis Sauber in here?
Oh, that's right. You almost forgot. Hey, Curtis, Dave in the booth.
How you guys doing, boys?
Doing
Hey, we
good.
remembered to bring you in here for a lap with Curtis Dale. It was a little late, but we remembered.
Hey, I honestly thought y'all forgot again, but
We
welcome.
almost did, buddy.
But listen, we're going to go ahead and let you count down. We see the lights are off on the pace car. If you just, we'll ride with you just a couple laps. You can explain what you've been feeling out here today, and the racing's been awesome so far. So give us your take as you go through, man, when you can.
Yeah, these top 5, these guys are tough. I'm going to get through the gears here. Try to run this middle lane. Alright, I'm going to hit the chip right here at the end, but I'm not going to shift. Try to get it at the closest to the bottom as possible. And then right up to the wall, you're going to draft as much as possible, shift to 5th. And then you're going to downshift to 4th. Hold it to the bottom. Me and Ryan been racing really good together this race. And that's a lap, boys. It's a little loose out here, but not too bad.
All right, man. Well, we won't inundate you with questions as you seem to have your hands full out here racing, but good luck for the rest of the race, man. We'll talk to you later.
Absolutely, boys. Appreciate it.
That was a lap around with Curtis Dale Sauber. He gained some positions there too, Dave. We didn't cost him anything this time, so that's good. He's now in the 5th, looking to 4th position.
Yeah, Kenneth Pack has now moved into that 2nd position behind Eric.
We are 60 laps to go here in the Redneck Roundup in Nashville. Been some really good racing. Excited to see how this is going to end as we see this 54 trying to work around the 75 of Nelson. Working the inside, as he said, trying to keep it low on track. He likes the bottom. Travis Rodriguez going to go with him. Try to gives him a shot down the front through the front stretch. Oh, 79 got really tight on entry there.
Yeah, say he washed up the track, had to get out of the throttle. That's going to cost him that spot with the 75.
'98 of Zulu back up into the 3rd position. Really fast car he's got here tonight, making it happen. As you know, after falling back to I believe 7th there. Due to the slower pit stop, he's rebounding nicely to hold on to that 3rd spot. Michael Kerjelak jumped to the pits. What happened there? Oh, that might be old data. No, not sure what happened. Kurt's day is over with. Just got his lap back. I'm not sure what happened with him. See if we can try to find out what happened.
Trying to look back at it, not too sure. Not seeing anything really on track for the 19 that would have happened.
No.
Just came down pit road and left the track.
Yeah, you know, and he may have had something at home going on. You know, we see that from time to time. Drivers have to get up and take care of what's going on in their house at the moment. So hope everything's all right with Kerjelak.
But up front, it's still Eric Thornton. Kenneth Pack has closed within 0.3 of a second now. And again, this is the final stage, working, what is that, about 60 to go.
Yeah, about 55.
55 to go. Still will be one more pit stop in the books for all these drivers.
We've got about 12 laps on the tires at the moment.
The only driver that may have to stop twice was, like we mentioned earlier, is Clayton Cyrus. He stayed out for the wave round. May need to pit a couple times here.
Yeah, that put him back on the lead lap, but his lap times are about almost 2 seconds off right now. So really looking to see a caution come out is the 05. I mean, he's still got some time, right? But in order to get caught back up, he really needs a caution flag to fly here. Kenneth Pack applying a little bit of pressure, staying in the mirror of the 88.
Yeah, I mean, Kenneth Pack now under 0.3 of a second behind your leader. We'll see how this plays out as we move through, see if that long run speed can pay off for Kenneth Pack.
Yeah, and let's not forget about Zulu either. I mean, he's running a tick quicker than these guys in front of him right now. He and Curtis Sauber are just a bit faster. 98 has better track position right now, as he is not far off the back of the 16. We'll see if we can take it through the field here, starting with your leader in the number 88 Apex Racing machine, Eric Thornton. Pretty dominant through stage one, or very dominant through stage one. Managed to get back to second position in stage two. And leading here late in the going with 50 to go. Kenneth Pack in second position out of Greer, South Carolina. Kenneth driving the number 16 Chevrolet. Prisma Health. Then the 98 pink and black Toyota of Zulu in third position. Zulu winning stage two with a two-tire strategy that seemed to work out very, very well for him. Curtis Sauber in fourth. That number 54 Motorcraft Ford. James Nelson in fifth in the number 75 AutoServe Ford. Sixth place belongs to Gregory Robinson in the number 3 Dow machine. Travis Juggles Rodriguez just behind in seventh in his sexy 79 animated machine with Ryan Steinoff, the 74 out of Gilbert, Arizona, in that black rifle Chevrolet. Benny Campbell in the number 27 Mobile 1 machine in the 9th position with Michael Boone in 10th in the Thermal number 5. Currently getting passed by Rada in the number 89 machine. Not used to not seeing a paint scheme on that one, but Rada running the blanks. He only kind of makes a little bit of contact with the 5 on corner exit. Then we got Nathan Christensen in the number 33 Ford in the 11th. Make that the 12th position as he's being passed by Jim Hubble out of Wildomar, California, running his Simpsons Donuts Ford. Tommy Osborne in the number 1 Night Owl So's Chevrolet out of East Lynn, West Virginia, currently in the 14th position with Tyrone Yo in his Battlefield Harley Davidson Chevrolet from York, Pennsylvania. Last car on the lead lap in 15th. James Bowden running his Artemis E Sports number 53 Ford, currently in the 16th position with Clayton Cyrus in the number 05 Haviland Toyota. 17th, Rick Evans in the number 70 18 Chevrolet. Or number 70. What did I say? Number 70 Chevrolet. Wow. Where my head went. Tyler Nelson Got that front clip fixed using his fast repair in his QFRL number 85 Chevrolet. The 19th with Michael Kerjlak, the only car retired thus far. Not really sure what happened with Michael. Again, we hope everything's all right with him. But back up front, your leader is still Eric Thornton, out to 3/4 of a second over Kenneth Pack. So we have 44 laps to go here for the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. We are the Sim World Racing Network. I'm David Hara. That's David Lorfano. Say hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
We appreciate you watching. If you're enjoying yourself, please smash that thumbs up button for us. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Share it with your friends. Put it on your socials. All that good stuff. See Michael Bover out there watching, huh, Michael?
Yeah, so the question is going to be when these drivers decide to make their final pit stop of the night. Going to be coming down here, I would say, probably in the next 10 to 15 laps. I think we'll start seeing these pit stops.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I'm a little like on strategy. I don't know. Do you run this thing out to maybe lap 150? Leave yourself maybe 30 to go, so that you could run just as hard as you can that last 30 laps. You know, run this tank out. You could, in reality, you can make it to about lap 155, 157. But you don't want to give up too much time, right, to where you can't get it back. I mean, I guess it's really gonna matter when the guys up front start pitting, right? Because that's gonna dictate when you're gonna have to come in.
Yeah, I think as we see, Zulu just made the pass on Kenneth Pack for that second position. But I think Zulu would rather see this thing run long before these pit stops happen. See if he makes that two-tire call again, because it did benefit him. He had just enough laps to pull it off in stage number 2. So I think Zulu wants to see this thing run out a little bit longer.
Kenneth didn't seem real happy with Zulu, and it looks like he tried to get to his back bumper, maybe caused him to overdrive the corner there, and the 54 got around him. Looked like he was trying to take a shot, maybe at the 98. I don't want to start something that's not really happening, but just based on what I saw there, it kind of looked that way. I didn't see the pass. I'll see if I can find that replay of when Zulu passes Pack. Oh, I see. There's a bit of an exchange here. Let's backed it up just a little bit more to the first time, because it looks like they passed. Zulu passes him, and then they may pass once more. Let's see what happens here. See nothing afoul yet.
Gonna battle for the second position now. The Curtis Sovereign's underneath the 98 of Zulu, gonna make that pass down in the turn 3.
Yeah, I didn't see anything happen there. It does look like the 16 really got in hot, though, trying to get back to the 98, and it cost them a position. Curtis Sovereign, as you said, moved into second position, 1.1 seconds behind Eric Thornton at the moment. Zulu in third, with Kenneth Pack in fourth, and Travis Rodriguez in fifth spot.
I don't know. I think if I'm one of these drivers sitting back here and, you know, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere there, I'm thinking about short pitting here. And see if I can make up any ground on the leader, at least for a few laps. We have just about 35 laps to go.
Yeah, you're going to have to try something different, Dave, because Nathan Christensen and Benny Campbell is on his way off pit road, got his service done. You got to try something different here.
Yeah, Nathan Christensen's on pit road now. But yeah, you're right. Right now you can't. If you can't Pete Thornton straight up, I think you got to get creative. Try something different, and kind of hope for the best.
I can't wait to see Zulu's pit stop just to see if he goes back to the 2 tires, which I believe that's what I would do. Based on what he did in the last stage, I'm definitely looking at the 2 tires.
Yeah, I mean, possibly 2 tires. I think if you can run this out to about 30, 25 to 30 to go, I think that pays out, plays. Dividend to Zulu to make those 2 tires work. Like we saw in the end of stage 2, Eric Thornton on the 4 tires made up ground later in the running. So kind of have to have, just a few laps left here.
Yeah, Tyrone Yo is coming down pit road now. The lead is currently down to 1 second. Curtis Auburn is slowly running down, or I'm sorry, half a second. He's running down this 88 in a big way. He's been a couple of tenths faster the last couple of laps. This time by, it looks like, about a tenth, almost a tenth quicker. James Nelson's on pit road. Tyrone Yo took 4 tires. The 88's coming down.
Yeah, I was just going to say Eric Thornton is in.
Let's see what he does on tires here. I believe he's going to take 4 tires. He's taken 4 every time he's been on pit road. And this early, I mean, he's got 32 laps to go.
Yeah, I think you got to burn your last set here no matter what. And hope that another caution does not fall. As we know, a couple drivers in the field do have an extra set of tires.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is their last set, though.
Yeah, this should be their last set.
So
it looks like they all stopped 4 times.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Last set, all 4 put on the 88, and he's off. Now we have a whole host of folks coming down pit road. Let's see what happens on Zulu's stop. I'm curious to see if he takes 2 tires here. Cleanly in the box. Right sides are up.
I feel like if you want a shot at Thornton, you've got to take 2 tires here if you're Zulu.
He takes 2 tires, yep. Going to see if that's the winning move right there, folks. Very well could be with 30 laps left in the race. Strategy. See how this works out as Travis Rodriguez is on his way down to the service of his pit crew. Thank you very much for tuning in here to the SimWorld Racing Network for the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series. Check them out on Facebook.com/QFRL. This is the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. Last pit stop of the day, boys. Here we go.
So that gained Zulu a little bit of time. He's about a second out in front of Eric Thornton right now with that 2-tire stop.
Yeah, if his lap times stay up the way they did in that first stage, I mean, this might be the move of the race. It definitely is going to get him the lead.
He's still got 30 laps to go. Yeah, we remember Zulu is running his fastest laps of the race on that 2-tire exchange.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious to see if they still hold up. Once they get up to speed here and run a lap at speed, I want to see what he's able to do. So he runs a 30-37 to Thornton's 30-39 there on the first lap out. That's with cold right side tires, so we'll see if that picks up here just a bit as we go along. The top 3 running within 1/100th of a second of each other on lap times.
Yeah, but I've also seen Zulu kind of wear his tires out early compared to some of these other drivers, so it's going to be interesting to see as we get through 10-15 laps what these times start to look like for Zulu.
Fast lap.
Auburn runs his fastest lap and fastest lap of the race, I believe.
Yeah, he's been the fastest car on track at a 30-20. Big lap. That's a big lap for Sauber. Now, Sauber is some 3 seconds behind our leader at the moment, 2 seconds behind Eric Thornton in second place. Zulu's kind of gapping the 88 a little bit. The 88 having a little trouble getting around the 85 there. or got stuck in behind him as Zulu runs a 30.28, his fastest lap of the race last time by. So did the 2 tires help? I mean, he just ran his fastest lap of the race once again on 2 tires.
Yeah, it definitely helped him get back out front and take the lead. I'm just curious, still quite a few laps left to go. If he can maintain this pace a little bit, and see how much time he can put on Thornton.
Yeah, he's going to need these laps to tick down rather quickly as we do see 4 tires over time getting quicker, but he's still a 10th quicker this last time by. He's 1.4 seconds now, almost a second and a half out ahead of Thornton in the 88. This time by, the 98 clocks in with a 30.30, fastest car on the track. Thornton behind him, 0.2 slower. We are coming to 25 to go here in the race. It's going to be a tough order to do it, but I mean, he's still pulling away. Out 1.7 seconds over second place, Thornton. Benny Campbell, who's had a kind of up and down day, is currently running in the 5th position. Really rebounding well. After we've kind of seen him go forward and backward, forward and backward, forward and backward. Now kind of sitting in that 5th, comfortably in that 5th position, late in the going. The 98's working to go put it to 05 another lap down, and does.
As Zulu continues to pull away from Eric Thornton here, working 24 laps to go.
Yeah, stretched it to almost 2 seconds, Dave. I mean, it's really impressive what he's doing on 2 tires. I guess these other guys aren't listening to the audio because we told his secrets, and they still took 4 tires. Looks like Benny Campbell. Okay, so that's how he's up there. His last pit stop was 9.97 seconds. So I'm guessing maybe 2 tires there. It would have been a quick 2-tire stop if it was. But this is the biggest lead anyone's had over Eric Thornton all race long. At almost 2 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of leveled out there at 1.9 seconds.
And they're running about equal lap times now, Dave. At least last time by, they were at a 30.45, 30.43. So still the 2 fastest cars on the track. But, mirroring lap times. Let's see what we get this time by on their lap times. A 30.60 for Zulu, so he slowed up a bit. A 30.59 for Thornton. So, yeah, still mirroring lap times there with coming to 20 to go.
Yeah, I mean, Eric Thornton would have to be about a 10th quicker per lap from here on out to really get a shot at Zulu. And they're still running about identical lap times.
Yeah, I mean, Zulu a 10th quicker that time even, so he's pulled just a little bit more, got it up to 2 seconds. This strategy, Dave, I don't know, I'm liking it. I'm liking what I see here.
Yeah, I don't know. for me personally, Hillbilly 2 tires have never worked for me, so that's why I don't really try it much. But I'm kind of learning some stuff too from the booth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we're headed off for this Sunday. The All-American Racing League Truck Series will be on here on this channel, the Sim World Racing Network, as they are headed off to... Or are we off this week? Let's see. Okay, yeah, Lucas Oil Raceway. So Lucas Oil will be this Sunday for the Truck Series right here on Sim World Racing Network, the All-American Racing League Truck Series. And then on Tuesday night, the Cup cars will be headed to Indianapolis. Going to run the Indy 500, but it's not. It won't be 500 laps, so or 500 miles. So, but yeah, tune in for that one on Tuesday night, and then we're right back here next Friday for the Quick Finishers Racing League as they are headed on to the Chicago Street Course. That's an interesting race. Very interesting race. So be sure to tune in here to Sim World Racing Network. If you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and you ring that notification bell, it'll let you know when this stuff's going to be happening. So, yeah, be sure to do that. If you don't mind there, hit a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy what you're seeing here. We enjoy bringing it to you as we're watching Zulu out to 1.85 seconds over Eric Thornton. Eric on 4 tires, Zulu on 2 tires. 2 tires seems to be holding up pretty good with 15 laps to go here in the Redneck Roundup at Nashville for the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series.
Yeah, I mean, that time by Eric Thornton was about a 10th quicker, but that's just not good enough right now with the amount of laps left to catch Zulu. So Zulu would really have to fall off.
Yeah, without a doubt, you're right. He's going to have to fall off. Let's see what happens this time by. As there's a 10th, he's still a 10th quicker is the 88, but that's going to put him right to maybe 2 or 3 car lengths off the back of the 98 if he maintains this pace. As we're still almost 1.6 second gap, or oh wow, it just got a lot bigger, 1.7 seconds. I'd say a lot, but it's a 10th. Yeah, so gonna need to pick it up just a little bit for Thornton in order to be able to overcome what this 98's doing. Now, I don't see any lap traffic. They're at the end of the straightaway as Zulu heads into the straightaway, so I don't know that's going to come into play here, but there's a possibility. So we'll hope that that doesn't happen, that there's not going to be lap cars that affect the outcome, but you never can tell here in racing. The craziest things can happen. As actually Eric was 0.2 faster the last lap, and this time by dead even times. Yeah, dead even won't do it. The 0.2 would have done it, but dead even will not do it. For our leader in the 98, holding on to 1.6 second lead over Eric Thornton.
Yeah, Eric Thornton right now needs about 1.5 to 2 per lap. To try to catch Zulu here with working just 11 laps to go now this time by.
Curtis Sauber really unable to gain much ground, still 3 seconds behind our leader. Just he's maintaining good pace, just not really gaining on him. Kenneth Pack is a couple seconds behind Sauber, so no real race there at the moment. And then another 5 seconds back here to Travis Rodriguez in the 5th position with Benny Campbell, a couple seconds behind him. James Nelson battling with that 27. The 74 says, I'm going to pass both of you. 75 gets around the 27. 27 not taking tires there. Dave, I think it's really starting to play a toll now as he's lost a few positions. 3 spots from where he was earlier. Rada up to the 9th position. Should be on the back of Benny Campbell here shortly. Is now Michael Boone tries to take a look, but Boone is not on 4 tires either, so going to be a very difficult task for him to overcome there, but trying to make it work as he's trying to look to the inside of the 89. Nathan Christensen in 11th position with Gregory Robinson in 12th. 13th is Tyrone Yo with Tommy Osborne right behind him in 14th. Back out front, Zulu is holding on to 1.6 seconds. Still holding on there. Lap time still about equal between our top 3 drivers. 9 laps to go for Zulu in the 98. Oh. Did he hit the wall?
I don't know, but he's still maintaining about 1.6 seconds. So it was close.
Scared me. He scared the paint off the car, I think. We've seen some really great action in this race tonight here in Nashville Superspeedway, Lebanon, Tennessee. Still a few laps here to go, 7 laps to go for Zulu. Eric Thornton's got 1.7 seconds he needs to make up to catch Zulu, but I just don't know that you can do it.
No, I think Eric right now, he's actually losing ground at this point. He was about a tenth slower.
Yeah, 1.9 now. He's almost back to a 2-second gap. Curtis Sauber is only 1.8 seconds behind this 88 machine. And I think you're right, Dave. I think the 88 maybe was trying to push it to catch the Zulu and maybe has burnt his stuff up just a little bit, starting to equal out to some of the drivers around him. As he was 0.3 slower than Zulu last time by and 0.3 slower than Curtis Sauber, who's behind him. Five laps to go. I keep counting them down. It's kind of I'm on the edge of my seat here. Really want to see how these 2 tires hold out like this, but it's been impressive.
So far so good for Zulu. I know Catalan's over there probably gnawed her fingernails off waiting for this one to get over. We're coming to 4 to go this time by for Zulu.
Yes, Scott Pack in the chat. Let's go 16. I hear he's rooting on Kenneth Pack. Kenneth in the 4th position. Had a pretty solid race here tonight, running in the top 5 the majority of the night. But as we come down to, we're coming to 3 to go next time by for the 98 of Zulu, holding on to about 1.8 seconds over Eric Thornton late in the going. You know, barring any incident, Tommy Osborne's coming to pit road. It's unfortunate for Tommy here late in the going. But barring no incident, we got 3 laps to go here in the race for Zulu. We will talk to the top 3 drivers to make the podium here tonight. We'll talk to them at the conclusion of the race, so please stand by for that so you can hear from your favorite drivers and your finishers, highest finishers of the night. Yeah, Eric Thornton put on a really good show in the first stage, ran back to get right to the back bumper of Zulu in the second stage to finish P2 in that stage. Curtis Sauber's had a really good night tonight, running in the 3rd position right now. But as we are coming to 1 lap to go in this race for the number 98, once he comes through 3 and 4 here and comes back to the start-finish line, it'll be 1 to go. 1 lap to go for the number 98 Toyota, pink and black Toyota of Zulu. If he can make it around one more time, he will be the winner of this race. Final lap, 1.7 second lead. As they head down into turn 3, he's making his way off of turn 4. And your winner of the Redneck Roundup at Nashville for the Quick Finishers Racing League, Zulu in the number 98 pink and black Toyota. Got it done on 2 tires. Used the tire strategy to his advantage twice tonight to pick up a stage win in stage 2 and to win the race. Great job for Zulu. Eric Thornton finishes 2nd with Curtis Sauber in 3rd. Let's see if we can get Curtis Sauber in here, Dave. He gives a little congratulatory bump to the 98, letting him know he did a good job there.
All right, let's see if I can find Curtis. Hey, Curtis, David, Dave in the booth. You got us?
How you doing, boys?
Hey, man, not too bad. That was a fun race to watch. Congrats on coming home in the third position.
Yeah,
I hope did you take 4 tires on the last stop? We're seeing 2 tires was the way to go.
I did, and that's what me and Eric were talking about. We're really surprised that the 2 laps Zulu took, or 2 tires that Zulu took, held off as long as it did.
Well, Curtis, he did the same thing in stage 2 to win that.
Yeah,
stage.
that's what they were saying. I can't believe it, to be honest with you, but that's something I'm gonna put in my book.
Yeah, he laid down he laid down the fastest lap of the race and his fastest lap. Well, actually, you ended up with the fastest lap of the race. But he laid down his fastest lap of the race on 2 tires there at the end. But, man, we got to ride along with you. It didn't cause you any problems this time. You finished up in P3. Congratulations on that. Floor is yours, man. I really don't have any questions. I think we kind of all saw what all happened tonight. But floor is yours. Shout out anybody you want to shout out.
Yeah, I just want to, say thank you to you guys. Thanks to AutoServe for keep sponsoring the races. It's awesome. Pretty lackluster race. 0 cautions. That's awesome. Everybody raced clean. I appreciate everybody that came out tonight.
Yeah, man, this is a big congratulations to every driver in the Quick Finisher Racing League tonight. No incidents, no cautions for incidents whatsoever. So, and for you admins putting on a great league here, man. So, congratulations on a P3, and hopefully we're talking to you next week at Chicago.
I won't be here next week. I'm on vacation, boys.
That's when I would take it too during Chicago, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. But I appreciate you guys for everything y'all do.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you next time. See you.
All right, see you.
All right, that was Curtis Auburn in the number 54 Ford coming home in third place. Let's see if we can get Eric Thornton in here for a few words.
I am not seeing Eric Thornton in the chat, but we do have Zulu who just jumped in.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to Zulu then. We'll talk to our race winner.
Hey, Zulu, Dave in the booth. You got a copy? Hello, Zulu.
Hey, hi, Dave.
Hey, there you are. Hey, congrats on the win. Big win for you here. Great call on the 2 tire strategy. We saw that happen in stage 2, where you were able to grab that stage 2 win. Did you learn something right there? Was that the first time in stage 2 that you did that 2 tire call?
Yeah, definitely. That was I felt that it's better to just change the right tires. I feel that the car was just faster and have some advantage about less pit stop seconds, So I was really surprised about the long run. Just that the Camry was super fast.
Yeah, we noticed that once when you change 2 tires, did that really affect the balance of the car? Because we noticed that you ran in both stage 2 and then again in this final stage, you ran your fastest laps of the race on 2 tires.
Yeah, definitely. That was much faster and it's turned better. I felt that. Yeah, really. That pink and black Toyota Camry was super good.
Yeah, man, it was awesome to watch. It was really, really awesome to watch you do that on 2 tires. I think that we learned a lot watching you do that. And listen, man, I want to give you a chance to give a shout out to the folks that are watching or anybody you want to talk to. But listen, each and every week, I guess it's your mom. She's in the chat each and every week supporting you guys. So she was rooting for her sons tonight. So the floor is yours to shout out anybody you want to, but I wouldn't forget her.
Yeah, thanks. Hi, Mom. Hi, Gabi. Just let me tell you what pink and black means to me, just quickly.
Sure.
There's a Hungarian rugby team called the Budapest Exiles, which was a national champion team 3 times in a row. I was a part of this team. So the colors of this team are pink and black.
Okay.
Now that I'm a former kind of rugby player, wearing the same color, not on the shirt, but on the car. Yeah.
Very cool, man. Very cool. I'm glad you gave us the backstory on that. That's awesome. I was wondering what it was, and rugby. Wow, okay, that's a tough sport. So anyway, man, listen, congratulations on your Quick Finisher Racing League Cup Series win here tonight for the Redneck Roundup at Nashville. Hopefully we can see you and talk to you again next weekend at Chicago. But we're going to send you back to celebrate with your friends and everything, man. But again, congratulations on a great performance and a great strategy call there at Stage 2 and the end.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Yep.
Cheers.
Have a good one. We'll see you. All right, that was your winner, Zulu. This pink and black Toyota Camry, number 98, getting the victory here tonight with two-tire strategy, winning the second stage on that two-tire strategy, then going on to win the race that way. Very, very smart move. I mean, like you said, he tried it the first time, and it really made the car handle. So, very impressive performance there. Congratulations again on the victory. Congratulations to all of our drivers of the Quick Finisher Racing League as you ran all 180 laps caution-free for incident. Now, we had our stage cautions, but caution-free for incident. Congratulations to all the drivers on that feat. Let's bring up our full field rundown. As your winner of the race, in first place, Zulu, followed by Eric Thornton in second. Third is Curtis Sauburn. Kenneth Pack is fourth. Fifth is Travis Rodriguez. Sixth is Ryan Steinhoff. Seventh was Rada, with Michael Boone in eighth. James Nelson finishing ninth. And Benny Campbell rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, 11th is Nathan Christensen. 12th, Gregory Robinson. 13th, Tyrone Yo Jr. 14th, Tommy Osborne. 15th, James Bowden. 16th goes to Clayton Cyrus. 17th, Tyler Nelson. 18th, Jim Hubble. 19th is Rick Evans. And 20th is Michael Kurgelak.
Well, Dave, this was a great fun tonight. Great race. Good kind of a nail-biting strategy deal going on there at the end. It was very awesome to watch. I had a good time calling this race with you. Any final thoughts on the race?
No, it was a great race. Happy to see the strategy. Like I said, I think a lot of drivers here tonight are putting that two-tire strategy in the book. Try to remember that. Didn't expect that out of Zulu for the two-tire stop to work as well as it did, but lights out there for Zulu in the last couple stages with the strategy.
Absolutely. Well, listen, we appreciate everyone watching tonight here on the SimWorld Racing Network. From Dave and Dave here at the SimWorld Racing Network, and from all of us from the Quick Finishers Racing League, we want to thank you guys sincerely for watching the race. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. Y'all have a good one, and we will see you, hopefully we'll see you Sunday for the All-American Racing League Truck Series, and then again on Tuesday for the All-American Racing League Cup Series. But if not, we will see you next Friday. We know you guys want to be watching Chicago. So anyway, we'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.